Hello. This is kind of an unannounced Facebook Live. If you are watching this in replay, make sure you click the subscribe button if you want to know when I'm on so that you can ask me questions and I can help you with your real estate business. But today I'm Christina with leadsandleverage.com, and I got a couple questions asked of me and I wanted to answer some of those questions. Didn't know if you guys would be on or not. And if you have more questions, I'll answer those as well. But sorry about the movement. I am in my car waiting for an appointment. One of the questions that I got asked recently, an agent had another agent commenting on their posts on their business page. And that other agent, and another person had, sorry, not the same person, but another person had an agent that would put things on their business page wall. So I'm actually going through that right now. It's not an agent, but I'm going through, another business that's trying to leverage my Facebook audience, you guys, trying to leverage it to get business for themselves. And they're doing really weird things. Nothing offensive. They're not blatantly promoting anything, but they're doing weird things. Some of those weird things are, excuse me guys, I have to cough. Some of those weird things are things like commenting on just about every post, but most of the comments are only like 5 or 6 words, and they don't make any sense in relation to the post. So they're kind of weird. So I've been debating, if somebody's blatantly promoting their business on my business page, I delete their promotion and I ban them from my page. So I remove them from page likes. I ban them from my page and I remove them from page likes. Now, something you need to know about banning people from your page, one of the things you need to know is it doesn't block your page. In other words, they can still see what's going on, but they can't find you, or they can't comment and they can't engage. So you need to be aware of that. It's not an actual blocking like it is when you block someone on your personal profile. So when you do it on your page, it's a little bit different. But so it's really easy if somebody swears on my page or somebody promotes their business on my page or anything like that. That's a black and white to me. I don't give second chances. I just delete them and ban them from my page. That's super easy. But what do you do when it's like I said earlier, if it's just kind of weird stuff? Like what I've got going on right now is a business, weird comments, not offensive, just weird and not really in relation to the post. So I know that they're just pushing stuff out. They're just doing random comments that are unrelated to what's being said or what I put out. And so I've been kind of going back and forth on this. And what I have decided to do, and I haven't done it yet, I'm actually going to ban them from my page. While they're not technically hurting anything, they make no sense, and so there's no cohesiveness. So if somebody else replies, it's kind of weird what this other person's saying. And 2, I know what they're doing. They're trying to leverage business for their business from my audience, which is you guys. And so I have to think about my reputation. If I continue to let that person do that or let that business do that, am I endorsing that business or not? So I think I've decided that it's endorsing the business and I need to remove it. Remember, these are your business pages, just like it's your news feed, your personal profile, and you can take things out. If you don't want to hear things, this is not a place where you have to be politically correct and listen to other people or accept other people or do anything. It's your space. It's just like your home. You can do whatever you want on it. So I just wanted you guys to really be aware of that and different options. So if somebody's posting their listings or trying to promote on your page, get them out of there. Delete their comments, ban them, and don't just hide their comments, like delete their comment and ban it. People do this on your ads too. So if you've seen ads that have been done and then all of a sudden people are hitching rides by promoting random stuff to your ads, that happens all the time, especially the more ads you get and the more they get out to people. So definitely get rid of them. There is a time and a space and a place in which to engage with negative comments, in which to engage. If it's truly something like, hey, like we've gotten them on our business page, like, hey, I gave you my email. I did not get what you were supposed to send me. that's a negative comment because that's something they didn't get. Now we're going to handle that as much as we can right there on the page because we want people to know, yeah, we handle that kind of stuff. But if it's just like random stuff, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Do you guys have any questions? I know there's a few viewers on here. It's been enough time now that I could answer questions. It usually takes about 5 or 10 minutes for really everybody to get on. I haven't seen anybody pop in that's actually watching this. I just see a lot of people scrolling through, but not actually popping on asking questions. So maybe, 11 o'clock Pacific time isn't the best time. I know that when I do these Facebook Lives in the afternoon, it's a lot more people are available. I cannot believe it is snowing. Thank you guys. There is a little bit of snow falling down. This is crazy. It's supposed to be in the 60s next week. So just it's last minute little poof of snow. And it's more like, it's weird. It's not like popcorn ceiling snow. If you know what I mean by that, the weird lightweight stuff that doesn't stick. It just blows around in the wind. So anyway, another question that I got, and I was actually going to do a separate Facebook Live on this, so I still might. Another question that I got was, somebody wanted to know, how do I pick the right IDX? How do I find an IDX that's going to do what I need it to do? So I actually have 4, I'm trying to remember the number, 4 things that you need to require of your IDX. And before we get into those 4, one of the things, the best place to start when you're looking for an IDX, the best place to start is to find out what your MLS has already approved, which IDX providers your MLS has already approved, and which ones your brokerage will let you use. Because there's fees and feeds, and there's all kinds of stuff. So just start with the ones that they're already approved. That's first and foremost. So one of the things that you want to do, number one, when you're picking an IDX, first of all, you want to make sure that IDX allows you to create what I call jump links. And those jump links, those jump links are where you can do a search, a very specific search in your MLS or in the back end of the IDX. And then from that search, you can pull a link and you can promote that link. And that link, when people click on it, goes right to that specific search. So when you're looking at that, let's see, an example. So if you're going to do an ad to empty nesters who love golf, and you're trying, because you really want to work with people who want to buy or sell in a golf course community, then when you run that kind of ad, you want to make sure that if you're using IDX, that the links you're giving are centered around golf course homes. So you could even go narrower. You can do homes that have golf cart garages, or just around golf course, whatever. So you want to be able to create those links in your IDX. And then you want to be able to take that link, that search in your IDX, create the search in your IDX, then take that link and promote it. That's number one. So that's called a jump link. Number 2, you need to be able to control registration almost totally and completely. You need to be able to tell your IDX when you want it to require registration. Many IDXs say, well, it's set up to require registration after the 3rd house viewed or after the 3rd search or whatever. And that sucks. You don't want that. If you actually want to capture and convert people, you need to require IDX, and you need to be able to require it sooner. So that's number 1. There's 2 elements to this one. So 1, you need to have control of when to require a registration or not, because there are going to be some places where you're not going to want to have registration depending on how you're using the links. There will be other places you're going to want it before they even check anything. So you need to have a variable and flexible IDX registration. Second, from that registration, you need to be able to control what you request. Is it just name and email? Is it just email? Is it name, email, and phone number? And again, there are going to be different places that you're going to want to use these elements for different things. So sometimes you're going to want to require all 3 pieces right away. Other times you're going to want to require just email later on, all different things. So you need to be able to control that. The third one I'm thinking here, is you want to be able to create a distraction-free IDX landing page. So that search that you created, when somebody clicks on that link and the page that they land on, when they click on that link, you need to be able to create something distraction-free. And many IDXs are not. They have your name and phone number and all that stuff all at the top with links to other things. Like here you can create your search. Here you can, customize your search. Here you can go here. You don't want that. Yes, you have to have disclosures, etc., to that IDX. But those disclosures, first of all, if they're required at the top, they need to be minimal as possible, because your goal is for people to see the search. That's the goal. If it's not distraction free, people are going to become distracted, and they're going to bounce off. So the best thing is to have that information at the bottom, because each individual IDX search result, the housing, is going to have disclaimers as well. That's another one. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's registration. That's jump links. That's distraction free. And I'm trying to think. The fourth one, I have it written down. The fourth one, I don't remember what it is. Anyway, so I don't see anybody asking any questions. I thought maybe there'd be more questions. Maybe people are actually out working and the afternoon is a much better time. It's 11 Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern on a Tuesday. So I'm hoping you're out doing listing appointments, working with buyers, all that stuff. Hopefully you're out doing all those awesome things. Trying to think of some other questions that I have had recently. So it was what do I do with somebody on my page and my IDX? Another question that I've had recently was, how do I, let me formulate the question better. It was when you're building, I know, okay. Building your page likes, your targeted page likes, that audience of people who you know that you would like working with, and who either own a home or likely to move. But don't use the likely to move metric in Facebook at this time. So anyway, and if you're in part of my membership for any of my classes, then you know why. But the whole thing is, when you're building that, a lot of agents want to know, okay, at what point do I change my page like ads? So when you have reached at least 400 to 500 targeted page likes, I'm very clear on this, targeted page likes. When you've reached about 400 to 500 of them, you're going to want to modify completely a brand new ad, and it can be the exact same verbiage, same image, but your same target audience with one addition. You want to target friends of fans. So you're going to have everything else is the same. So you're going to create a whole brand new campaign, same targeting, same ad, same picture that got you to 400 to 500 likes. But you're going to start it, and you're going to add in friends of fans. So what's going to happen now is you're going to have all that targeting in place that got you the initial 400 to 500 targeted page likes. But then what you're going to do is you're going to add another element, and that is a social proof element. And that social proof is friends of fans. So what's going to happen is, when people start seeing your page like ad, it's going to say their friend so-and-so liked this page. Their friend so-and-so, because it's going to only go to friends of people who already like your page with your targeting elements. So this is where it becomes powerful. So at that point, when you have 400 to 500 likes, and you create this new ad that's pretty much the same ad, exactly the same, but you've added friends of fans, when that happens, you implement that brand new campaign, new ad set, new ad, brand new campaign, new ad set, new ad, and you implement it, you get it going, and then you will turn off the other ad. Okay? So, because you won't need a cold traffic ad anymore to bring people to your page and to dive into your audience. I'm trying to think of what else. There are no other questions. Usually I get a ton of questions, you guys. So no questions on here. It's probably, I'm guessing it's the time of day, but I still wanted to do this because I knew this would be a surprise. I also didn't announce it to anybody. I didn't know I was going to have a chance to do this. So I want to make sure that I can, I wanted to make sure I could actually do it. I didn't want to commit to something that I couldn't do. But my son is in Taekwondo practice, which is what I see above you. I'm looking in the windows of the facility where he's in practice, and I thought, gosh, I can do this and watch him. So, because he doesn't actually care if I watch his practices, he wants me to be at his belt tests. So, In fact, he kind of likes it when we're not actually watching his practice because he likes to be perfect. So he doesn't want us to see him not perfect. So, but I told him too bad, I like watching his practices. Anyway, that was all my personal stuff. So I don't know that I have any other questions. If you guys have questions, ask me. I know that you'll probably be watching this in replay, but if you put your comments on this, if you do watch this, put your comments below or beside wherever this video is, and let me know your questions, and I will bring the questions to Facebook Live. Like I've said, I want to do this 3, maybe 4 or 5 times each week and I want to help you guys. I want to get those questions answered, and I wanted a way to replace LNL TV because I actually like having conversations with you rather than just answering questions on a TV episode. So anyway, have a great afternoon. I'm Christina. Have a great day. Ask me questions. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.